Hey everybody, how you doing? What's going on out there? Look what I got. This came in the mail today. It's pretty good. It's got that SoFi logo on it right over here. Look at that. Hey, ooh, nice. Way to go. Appreciate that being sent to me. It's quite warm actually, though, which is a good thing. But looking forward to wearing this outside. This is kind of cool. Jen thought it was really, really nice. Fantastic. Thank you, one and all. Speaking of SoFi, we're at 580 down 7 cents. Come on, SoFi. Let's go, please. Get with it. We're up 113 on the Dow right now, holding a gain there. We got the S&P down a third of a point, and we have the Nasdaq down 18.95. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce. We're here to figure out what's going on with the markets in plain English, and it's a mixed bag today. Really, that's what it is. We have the Dow higher. We've got the other markets just flat. Oil is down 145 today. Last trade $80.17. So first down move in a little couple of days. Nothing dramatic, but a little tiny down move. Right on. We're trying to keep an eye on the other stocks we're watching here. For now, I notice GameStop is down 31 cents at 21.35. We've been negative most of the day, a little positive at the beginning and then negative, and it got to break even, and now it's backing up a bit. ATIP is at 43 cents, down 7/10 of a penny. Tesla is actually up 12 cents, ahead by 12. 143.88. We haven't moved much on Tesla today either way. Kind of figured that because tomorrow the earnings come out, after the bell. What else? SoFi 582 down 5 cents. Apple 142.54 up 143. HPQ holding near the flat line. It's down 23 cents here, 28.38. Google down 185, just under 100 at 99.36. Moderna is up a nickel. Cisco is up 39 cents. Pfizer down 26. It's been down all day. The low on Pfizer was 44.15. We're now 44.72. And so we've recovered most of the loss to be down only 26 cents on the session. It's trading at 8.5 times earnings. By the way, Pfizer is dirt cheap. IBM 141.80 down 6 cents. Microsoft 242.30 down 28. Our former SPACs, ME down 7.5 cents to 241.5. Rocket Lab is up 15.5 cents to 497.5. Matterport today up 1.5 cents to 310.5. SmartRent down 7.5 to 289.5. Spire down 9.5 to 112.5. And Sextera is down about a dime to 256. Amazon down 56 cents, nothing much here. Home Depot up 232, Netflix up 750 to $365 a share. Vanik Semiconductors down 152, Adobe down 524 to 359. Goldman Sachs up 89 cents, Boeing up 122, Meta up 2 pennies today to 143.29. The AMC shares are down with the preferreds combined, down 27 cents for the unit. Royal Caribbean is up 80 to 64.18 for Royal Caribbean. Bed Bath Beyond up 32 cents. Carvana down 15. Robinhood up 6. BlackBerry down, actually up 2. Up 6 for Robinhood, up 2 for BlackBerry. Target down 34 cents. JP Morgan up 158. Costco down 37 cents. Walmart up 77. Disney up 68. Sitting at 106.37 right now. And NVIDIA up 31 cents. American Airlines down a nickel at 16.12. That's where we have right now where we are. Like I said, we've got this market up 143 today, rock and roll, and GameStop down 28 cents at the moment. There you have it. That's where we're at. That's what's going on. That's the dealio. Thanks for joining me, Moonman Moo. Thank you. Not a lurker anymore. Number 6 thumbs up. So JR is number 7. Thank you. Not a looker anymore. How you doing there, JR? Doing well today. How about you? Number 9 for Richard Carlin. We've got Spicy Android at number 10. We have Not Your SoFi holding at thumbs up number 11 today. Ricardo number 12. Appreciate that. Lorraine number 15. Amy J. AJ number 17 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, everybody. Mr. Premium of the Option, 23rd thumbs up for you, Bruce. Thank you. Zach 24, BZ number 30. And was that a SoFi jacket? Yes, it was. It was a kind of a vesty thing. Kind of cool. KC number 34, Marcus number 31. And what else we got going on here? Keep up the great work. Thank you. Not a lurker anymore. Appreciate that. I sold GameStop 23s for 305 yesterday. Is 270 exciting? It's not 270. This is good. Hawkeye, I'm number 48 on the thumbs up. AJ, I'm number 50. Thank you, Abram. Cindy, I'm 51 on your thumbs up meter. We're halfway to 100 right now. Fantastic. JJ, I was at 41 this morning. And thank you. Samuel is saying, I've been watching your video from this morning over and over, and it matches up with what myself and Alberta have been doing. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Oscar, number 52, thumbs up. Credit Severs, number 55. Fun says, I'm 53. John Gill, I was number 32. Maria Powell, number 60. We are 60 on our way to 100 thumbs ups. Thank you all for these thumbs ups already. It is very much appreciated. We love it. We're going to head over right now to simply member commentary only. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's great that you're here. And let's see what's going on here. Thank you, and thank you. There we go. We're heading over to member commentary. Thank you, everybody. Please become a member of the channel. And I thank you very much. Those who were here, fantastic audience and great members. Love you guys, and glad to see that you're benefiting from these option writing programs. They're just handing you dollars again and again and again. Very good, very good. Let's go over here, over to there. We have 65 thumbs ups now. Fabulous. Let's see what else is going on. Mirko, how did SoFi figure out the address of a homeless Canadian in the U.S.? Very nice of them. Send you a vest. Someone from the marketing department, right? Watch here. Let's go SoFi. Make the channel rich. Well, I'd like to say that that's what happened. No, it was not. It was not SoFi that sent me this jacket. JR, blue cheese sandwich, a bit sneaky, but oh so good. Alberto, Uncle, I'm here. You can begin. Texas expecting some weather, apparently. Right on. Good on you. We're down 145 on oil at 80.17, barely hanging on to the $80 mark. The Dow up 113 to 130 right now. See if I can get an update on my iPad as we watch this market go through its gyrations. 132 gain on the Dow, a half a point gain on S&P, and an 18-point drop on NASDAQ right now. 0.16 of a percentage point. Very, very, very slight. GameStop down 31 cents. Tesla is up 16. And SoFi 581 down 6. The low for SoFi today was 574. So that's 7 cents ago. Volume today only 27 million. So not a crazy heavy day there. GameStop volume at 21.37 a share now. 1.7 million. This is really light. Not even 450,000 pre-split. We're talking dead quiet there. We have Apple at 142.27, up $1.09, and then HBQ is down 27 cents. The name of the game right now is if you can move up in strike with your options. If you have written calls on GameStop or Tesla or on Apple, HBQ, if you're sitting now on options that you've written that are now in the money, your strategy now is to shop your option chain and check out all the options that are around your option. So if you've written, let's say you've written $18 GameStop contracts, you're looking now at $19, $20, and $21 contracts for several weeks ahead of where you are. 2 weeks, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all the way forward. And what you're trying to figure out is whether you can buy back your calls at whatever price you have to pay. Let's say you have to pay $4.50 for your calls because that's what they're going for right now. You're looking now to write calls at 450 or more per contract that at the same time will give you a higher strike price. So if you're buying back 18s for 450, can you sell 19s for 450 or 475 or $5? How about $20 exercise price contracts? Can you sell 20s for say a month and a half from now, 2 months from now, for more than 450 a piece? Again, depending on the price you have to pay for the calls you've written, whether they're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you're now shopping for the replacement contract. Now, in some cases, it can happen where you might buy back calls at, say, let's just say $6. I'm just going to pick a price, $6, and you can't get $6 for the call you'd like to write. It's several dollars ahead in premium, maybe three, but you can get 660 or 670 or 680. So it might run you $20 a contract to buy a call, to write another call instead. So you're paying $6 to buy one, $5.80 to sell one, or something like that. 20, 30 cents differential, but you can move up $300 on your strike price for the cost of out of your pocket of $20 to $30. That's a good move. That is a very, very good move. Moving up hundreds of dollars in strike for a few bucks, it's okay because the dollars will flow your direction later. If the shares top out here or begin to back off a little bit, and in the next week or two they touch $20 again, down from 21.37 where they are now, you're going to find that these calls you've just written will give up $1.50 to $2 very quickly, more than making up the $30 you put in per contract. The 30 cents you put in, you've made a $2 dip, you're a happy camper. Now you can consider the possibility of when you're going to buy your calls back, at what price, and you're going to roll into another contract. And that might be from a 20 to a 19. It might be a month closer in on time. It might be the same expiry date, and you're just building more cash. In other words, you may find that you can get 60 cents more to write a $19 call for the same strike expiry date that you have now on these 20s. And that more than makes up for the $30 you put up in the first place to take the position. So this is where it all comes your way and can flow rather nicely. Anyway, it's worth a look. It's worth a consideration. We'll see what happens. This is what you want to think about for Tesla, for Apple, for HPQ, Google contracts, Cisco's, Pfizer's, IBM, Microsoft, whatever options you're writing on, even on ETFs, the same thing. And at the end of the day, what you really ultimately want, as I've said before, is you really want to be writing calls and carrying calls that you've written that are out of the money. And that's really what you want. So that the value of the call contract you've written is an out of the money call that has a lot of shrinkage in front of it. It has maybe some book value, but so little that 80, 90% of the value of the call is book value that is going to depreciate away. That's coming into your pocketbook. So that's ultimately where you want to go. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 rollovers to catch up to a stock. A stock can move from $16 like GameStop and can go to $24, $25 in like a 2-week window. And you go from $15 calls to $17 calls. And then a few days later, you're going to $19 calls. And a day or two later, you find that you can go into $20 calls. And slowly but surely, you're moving yourself closer to the actual price of the stock. You may find that you have to go out 6, 7, 8 months in time to eventually catch up with maybe a $22 call on a $23 stock, something like that. But if the shares go from 23 to 20, all of a sudden your $22 calls are out of the money and they're depreciating rather quickly. And that's the point. You've rolled up and rolled up and rolled up, and now bingo, here they go. They're coming your way, and now they're falling off, and that's what you're looking for. Okay. Thanks to all of you who've been signing up for my classes. Some of you dropped in there this morning and picked up some of these classes. Remember this: if you do acquire a class of mine, whichever number you get, and you have questions for me, you're not sure about something, you're watching the class, they're an hour and a half, 2 hours long, and something in there just not jiving with you, or a question pops up that hasn't been addressed in the class, send me a private email. Let me know. I'll try to address that for you between live shows here, and that way your investment in these classes will pay off for you in more ways than just watching it out and out. So again, those of you who are subscribing for these classes, picking them up on my website, the website called stockmarketswithbruce.ca, right there it is, right there, the Canadian website I have. Thank you. The classes are $150 each, and there's 14 of them. Just pick up one whenever you want, 2, 3, 4. You can watch them maybe one every couple of days or something like that, one a week, whatever your pace is. It's the cheapest business course you're going to get. You don't have to spend $100,000 in college fees and student loans and 3 years of your life or 2 years of your life studying how to write call options. That is not required. There are all kinds of outfits out there, individuals out there who are offering courses on how to trade options. Many. Some give you free stuff, and then they hit you up for a class or a session or a seminar or whatever they're doing. But in some cases, I won't name any names, but there are some cases where to take courses on how to be a better investor can run $5,000 to $10,000. By the time it's all said and done and you've added it all up, it's $5,000 to $10,000, maybe over a 3 to 6 month window. In my case, you can take my classes on this website one at a time, $150 a class. You can stop anytime you want. You can go into my website and you can look around. This is my website looks like. There's my page for the classes. And you can head into, class number 9, how to trade butterfly contracts, or number 7, earning income from writing put contracts, or go to number 11, using poor man cover call strategies to quit your day job. These classes here will help you figure out what's going on in the market and how these option markets work. And in all of these classes, they have a title, but believe me, there's a lot more inside each of these classes. For an hour and a half to 2 hours a class, it isn't that I talk about one little topic. There's a bunch in each of these with a lot of really good questions that Auntie Jen fielded as the moderator from the classroom. And you'll find all kinds of little hidden gems of knowledge that will make you that much smarter. You have got to understand, in this option business, there's the equity market where stocks trade. There's the bond market where bonds trade. Currency markets where currencies trade. A futures market where pork bellies and orange juice and all kinds of grains trade. And then there's the option market where options trade. And that market is a multi-trillion-dollar sized market. Trillions of dollars of wagers are being made all the time. Most of the writers that write contracts in the options market are institutional investors. They're classified as institutional investors by the SEC. Insurance companies that are sitting on mountains of money, premium money, and they're investing it into stocks and writing options against them. Banks that hold tons of assets, mutual funds, ETFs, and hedge funds, huge hedge funds, massive tens of billions of dollar hedge fund, and all the way down to multi-million dollar hedge funds. And then there are investors who hire people to manage their money for them, whether it's on direct employees or whether it's an entity to help them maximize profits. And some of these folks with 15, 20, 40, 50, 80, $200 million, they have option writers in their employ. You are competing with these people. You are doing what they're doing. I'm getting you to become an institutional operator, but for your own personal private account. And you're very small in the options field, but the benefits to you, the profits can be massive and consistent. It's not like you get a hot win and you make 10 times your money on a trade. That's not what options trading is. But you've got to understand the psychology of the option buyer, the psychology of other option writers. You have to understand how options depreciate and crap out into zeroness, how they become worthless and why and when. You have to also understand when options can really lose a lot of premium and what causes that to happen. And you have to know the telltale signs so that when you're an option writer, what's going to start happening to many of you, it's already happening, but for those newbies of you, you newbies out there, you're going to get to the point where you're going to write options one day and you're going to go, I already know I'm going to make money on this. I already know that what I just got for this contract is outrageous. I got way too much money for this contract because in about 4 or 5 days from now, a week from now, is this contract going to drop in value? It's exactly what you're looking for. On this channel, we are experts at keeping the change. You haul in thousands of dollars from writing options and you give back hundreds of dollars at the end of the game, and you keep the difference. And it can be very, very lucrative as you get better at it. And so welcome to the party. Welcome to this channel. Thank you for those of you who are taking these classes. Keeps me on the air and helps you understand what's going on. And you then become a prolific option writer, which then becomes evident because over here, you'll notice all these folks, a whole bunch of them are telling me what they're doing and how they're doing it. And you're going to become one of them. And you're going to start making money like a bunch of these folks over here are making money. So thank you all for being here. It's great to have you. Let's take a look here at some more comments. I'm trying to get through here. Let's go. What else is going on? You're talking about some problems this morning in the New York Stock Exchange. And here we go. Samuel says, or buy back to break even, but gain a higher strike. If you get $2 higher strike in 10 contracts, that'll bring in $2,000. That's right. Cindy B, Uncle Bruce, I have a Tesla of $140 expiring Friday. That is that what are you trying to say, Cindy? I can't understand what you said. That you sold. I have a 140 that I sold for $695. Okay. And is there another message, Cindy? I'm not sure if you wanted to tell me more. So you've got a contract for a 140 that dies on Friday. So right now with the stock at 143.60, your 140 contract has a book value of $3.60. That's all it's really worth. The only other value on top of that 360 value is the time difference between now, which is Tuesday, and this Friday when it expires, which means Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, and a little bit of today. So it's 3 days and an hour. That's all this contract has left to live. So it will lose a good chunk of its $695 value down to the 360 point if the shares close at 360 Friday afternoon. The question you have to ask yourself, and what you're obviously doing right now, is you're saying to yourself, well, if the shares break down and tomorrow after the earnings, they go down to 138 and stay under 140 until Friday afternoon, these contracts are worthless. They won't even be in the money. But if they're trading at 141 or 142 come Friday morning, the book value on these contracts might be $1 to $2. And they might be trading at 150 to 250 a piece on Friday morning, maybe 275. You could buy them back down there, make a nice buck. Obviously, if tomorrow during the day, even before the earnings come out, the shares drop to 135 on anticipation that the earnings might not be so good, who knows? Then this contract is 5 out of the money tomorrow. It could well be that these contracts are at 325 sometime during the day tomorrow, which might be enough of an incentive for you to buy them back and lock in the difference between 325 and 695. You keep the change, $3.70 some odd cents. Not a bad couple of day move on one contract, $370 profit. You can't make more than $695 on this trade. That's how much you got when you sold it. But anywhere between hopefully 0 and 695, you'll make money. Obviously, if the shares close at $150 on Friday, in Friday afternoon, they're trading at $150. These calls will be $10 each. That's their book value. You're going to have to buy them back. If you do buy them back, you can turn around and write calls for the next Friday, probably 150s or 155s. You won't get 10 for them. You might get 6 or 7 for those, having paid 10 for these. If you do, however, go 2 Fridays out, if you had to on Thursday or Friday this week. You had to roll over and write 2 Fridays out to get 10, 11, or $12 in for a 150 call. Then it's worth your while to do a rollover. So let's see what happens, Cindy. I hope it works out and you make a nice little buck on this trade. That would be fine with me. All right. Let's see here. Where else are we at right now? Credit Savage. I wonder if Anthony Noto would follow you if he knew that between us here on your channel, we probably hold around 5 million plus SoFi shares. He'd be dumb not to. I'm willing to say he holds 10 million himself. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Yeah, I can't say. Credit Savage. Cindy, I have to look at the option chain and look to roll to February or March 150s. Maybe June 160s, depending how much in the money you are. Samuel, stock goes down in value. Buy more. Cindy, those are the 140s we're talking about. Not a lurker anymore. Samuel, we're all simpletons. Buy, right, says not a lurker anymore. Samuel, Uncle Bruce, since I'm very new at this, my account in TD is not a margin account. I learned when I purchase shares and sell them the same day, that money doesn't clear. That is correct. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, how about writing SoFi December 10s and use the cash, 45 cents, to buy more SoFi and write on those, etc. Your ATIP strategy. What do you think about that? I've had a couple people ask me this question. Is this an idea? And it's possible, but I wouldn't do it now. I wouldn't do it today. I would really let this company let out its earnings report, because you know what would be wonderful is the company announces how they're doing. Analysts begin to read between the lines and go, oh my God, they're about to break even. They're going to start making money here in the next quarter, 2 quarters from now. And the shares take a pop to $8.50, $9. And now you can write 12.50s or 15s using this strategy and get your hands on a buck or $1.25 or something like that. I'd wait. Let this stock make a run with this news, because it's already coming on bit by bit by bit, just in anticipation of the earnings coming up, and let it continue to happen. So I wouldn't lock yourself in yet. JR, Uncle Bruce, is it generally better to wait and roll until after earnings? I've got HBQ Feb 1723 calls at $26 strike that I'm looking to roll up to. That's a yes and no answer. I'm sorry. There's no one way that's right or wrong. I look at it this way. If you can do a roll up now and it pays you to do it, where either you roll up your strike or you roll into more money, maybe get both, I would do it now. If you have to roll because earnings come out and they're so fantastic and they caught the street completely off guard and the shares go up $3 a share in one shot, then you'll do that roll up anyway. So, if the shares back off after you've done this rollover, you'll be glad you did this rollover, especially if you moved up in strike. This is the key here. If you can take your $26 calls and turn them into 27s or 28s, and the shares back off to 24 when the earnings come out, for what people don't like it, or they don't like the company's tone about their future, whatever, you don't care. Let the stock drop $3, $4. You've written a call higher strike, which means it's even more out of the money. So that call will really collapse. And that's the one you want to be short. So there you go. Mandu number 5, 79 thumbs up. Thank you. Deep value. It's wisdom, Uncle Bruce, not knowledge. Credit to Savage. Beach Boy, that would be a good strategy the day of earnings or the day after when SoFi pops. It's going to go up $1 or $2 after earnings, I think. Then it tanks after. Let's see what happens. Karima, can you talk a little about rolling out to 2025 for more money and time? There's nothing wrong with rolling out to 2025 for more money and time. If you're sitting on shares like GameStop or Tesla or it doesn't matter what it is, and you paid whatever for the stock, and you're in the neighborhood with the stock now, or you're upside down on it. Let's say you bought stock for $26 on GameStop. It's trading at $22. You're down $4 a share, and you can now write a contract because whatever contract you had, you closed it out. You could write a 2025 contract on GameStop if you wanted to. Sure, you could. Do you want to? I don't know. If you own 100 Tesla and you need money for let's say your engine blew up in your car and you need $4,000, $6,000, whatever the amount is, you might be able to write a $50, $60 call on Tesla, good for 2025. Well, that's a free loan. That's interest-free loan by doing this. Let's say you write a 150 call and bring in $40. That's $4,000. You can take that $4,000, withdraw it, take it to your account, use it for whatever you need it for, and then slowly but surely put money back into your account to kind of build your powder back up. And you may find that a month or two or three from now, Tesla shares are here or they're a little lower. And if they are a little lower and 3-4 months have gone by, those calls you wrote for $4,000 are trading at $3,000. And if you've amassed $3,000 in cash, you can buy that $4,000 loan back for $3,000. Turn around and write a new contract that might not be as far out as 2025. It might be a 2024 contract for $4,000, writing a lower priced call because the stock is backed off. And now you bring in $4 again, you have $1,000 left over, another game. You might do that. Lots of ways to play this. Let's see, Beach Boy, the credit probably. I'd like to pick Bruce's brain though. Credit Savage, of course, I'm curious to see if I'm on point. Bada bing, bada boom, says Beach Boy. Alex, number 83, hi folks. FX, number 85, thank you. Flint Creek, 87, thumbs up, Bruce. Deuce Caboose, if ATIP ran to $8 or $9, I would lose my mind. I'm number 89. Karen, number 88, thank you, everybody. JJ, Uncle Bruce, thoughts on SoFi wheel strategy, writing cash secured puts on down red days to lower my cost basis if assigned, otherwise use the proceeds to buy shares and deepen the money calls. I would just... One, I just buy the stock. Just buy the stock. You're going to write against it down the road here. You're going to make a lot of money. There are people who are buying $2 and $3 in the money calls on SoFi. They're buying 2024s, 2025s. They're thinking, I'm going to use these calls as deep in the money calls to write calls against the stock. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, sure. Yeah, fair enough. You can buy the stock at $5.78. You can buy calls for, I don't know how much. The $3 calls are $2.78 in the money. They're going to have premium, maybe, I don't know, 60 cents, 80 cents. I just buy the stock. I would just buy the stock, let it run to 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we'll look at starting to write options. Go from there. Marcus, I am thumbs up number 90. Let's go. I've got time to spare right now since I got 24 DTE. Bama Babe, GameStop going up. 21.62 down, 4 cents. Bama Babe finally. DH Ruta number 95, thumbs up. Beach Boy, well credit. What do you think? Bada bing or bada boom? Bama Babe, Coyote laughing out loud. Bada bing, bada boom, says Coyote. Let's see. What else is going on? Bobby Atkinson. I got a chance to make what? Well, I got a chance to make Uncle Bruce. I got almost enough to buy a new poor man cover call on GameStop today. The write against it would take me out of margin, or wait, one more weekend for enough without margin and hope for a dip. Okay. Nice to see my smooth brain getting a few wrinkles now because of Uncle Bruce's classes. Bobby says number 24, but I think YouTube is lying. Beach Boy, credit, smooth move. You may want to refresh your page, Bobby, and reload it. You might be stuck a couple of minutes behind it. All right, we're up 81 on the Dow Jones here. We were higher, but we've given up some ground here at the moment. We're down to 26 minutes to go for the session today, and then we're done. We have, let's see, GameStop. No. Let's talk about the markets if I can get this to work. Okay, up 81 on the Dow, down 7 on S&P, down 45 on NASDAQ. Oil's down 156 to 80.06. GameStop down 8 cents, 21.58 has come back a bit. ATIP still down 0.4 of a penny, 43.3. Tesla 143.12 up 62, down 62 cents. Pardon me, we're negative 62 on Tesla. SoFi 576 down 11. Apple 142.18 up 107. HBQ down 24, 28.36. Google down 209, 99.12 last trade. Moderna down 14 cents. Cisco up 35 cents to 47.84. Pfizer down 32 to 44.66. IBM down 28 cents, Microsoft down 146, ME down 7.5, Rocket Lab up 15.5, Matterport 1 penny lower, SmartRent 10 cents lower, Spire 9.5 cents lower, and Sextera 12 cents lower, 12 cents. Okay, there is our situation right now as we're coming into the final 25 minutes of our trading day for Tuesday, January the 24th, 2023. Giddy up, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your day and hope you're enjoying profits and ability to roll over your contracts. If you're doing that, way to go. Otherwise, cross your arms, watch the show, and see what's going on. Take it trade by trade. Matthew says, Bruce, I'm 103 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you, sir. 104 now have come through. We've broken the 100 barrier yet again, which we always try and do. Thanks all of you very much for helping out. It is very much appreciated. Marcus Bowman says, I have been a member for 22 months. Bagel time. Thank you, Marcus, for your following of this channel. 22 months. That is awesome, man. That is much appreciated. Sounds like March 16th or so, or March 24th, you joined in. Fantastic. That is really cool. What do we got here for a commentary? Just double checking, see if something comes through. Credit Savage, stocks are red and options are green. Just the way we like it. Never fear the upside. Exactly right. Down 12 on GameStop. Tesla down 61. SoFi down 9 at 578. Apple up 101 and HPQ down 26 cents. Double D, GameStop, April 21. Too far out to right. 2375 for 350. It's never too far out to right. Never too far out to right. 2375s on GameStop, out of the money for 350. That's a good trade. That's a contract that's worthless. And there's $350 per contract. How many can you write? Write them all. Marcus, Microsoft reporting today. IBM and Tesla tomorrow. Coyote, Double D, definitely not too far out. Right on. There you go. Thank you all for joining me and being part of the shenanigans today. It's good to have you here. Still up 73 on the Dow. Nothing incredible here. Down 8 on S&P, and we're down 51 on NASDAQ. These markets have not really acted in uniform today, but they haven't gone anywhere either. There's really no massive breakout one way or the other. That's definitely not happening here. We're up 79 on the Dow right now. GameStop down 15 cents. It did go green a few minutes ago, half an hour, 20 minutes ago. It did get up into the green, but barely. And 1.9 million volume. We are talking a dead quiet day here on GameStop today, down 17 cents. Down 67 cents on Tesla at 143.08. SoFi down 11. 576, and Apple up 99 cents, up 101 now at 142.12. Apple's hanging right in there. Bruce, did I miss any thoughts or predictions on Microsoft earnings after the close today? I've been busy today. I've heard nothing. I've had no indication come across my desk. I see the shares are down 183, so they're not running pre-earnings. Matter of fact, I have to say in the last half hour, they've come off almost $1. We were in that 241, 242 range. We're now 240.71, down 187. So stock is now at its low of the day of 240.66 neighborhood right now on Microsoft. So I mean, it's so quiet, it's making me yawn. That's how quiet Microsoft is. Not much happening. 25.91 times earnings, and I don't think the street's expecting anything great. Nothing great is going to come out of Microsoft today from what I can sense, but I don't know the numbers. We'll find out. Okay, there it is. How to keep clients from acting on fear and greed. Oh, that's a good headline in Barron's. This is something I had to do when I was a broker. I had to always keep my clients calm. Some days they'd be so excited. They'd be just pumped up, and they'd be just so jacked because their stock was up, whatever. And other days I had to talk them off a ledge. They'd be so depressed because the market was down, and they were, oh no. And I had to be Mr. in the middle. I had to be Mr. Calm, Cool, Collective, and just remind them, hey, it's just one day. Tomorrow's another day. We'll see how it goes. if we've invested in a good quality company with good management, we should be all right. But there are bad days out there, and then there are unexplained very good days. So you gotta let it happen either way. What can I say? Hector, I am number 69 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you. Earlier today, Goody, Mr. Manager, rock and roll. Hector, I don't know. Did you just hit the button and it says you're 69? Because if you just hit your button, you've got to refresh your feed. You're way behind us. But that's just me asking that question. We're up 68 on the Dow Jones, down 10 on S&P, down 59.6 now on NASDAQ. So under pressure on NASDAQ. Oil down 148 at 80.14. Tesla down 72 cents, now down 62 cents, trying to come up with a bit of a closing rally. Maybe we're down to 19 minutes. It's been a quiet day. It's really not been active. We had a good couple of days, Friday and Monday, but today kind of quiet. Slight gain on the Dow, yes. Slight loss on the other markets, yes. A nothing burger, yes, very much so. But some of you have you've managed to pull off some great roll-ups and roll-downs today. Commend you for that. And today is a great day to grab some lessons, to take a look at some option strategies that you might not be very aware of, and learn some of the intricacies of this market. Your chance to do so. So again, thank you all who have been here and have been picking up these option lessons, the lessons on how to become an option writer. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, there you go. Fantastic. What else is going on here? Not a heck of a lot. It's just one of those days today. It says you have 108 thumbs up. Bobby Atkinson, I see 100s now, laughing out loud. Matthew, Uncle Bruce, what are your thoughts on bull call spreads and bears put spread? No comment on spreads, actually. Nice little sell-off, says JR. Aaron, I pulled off some great arm folding today. Right on. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to become an arm folder, and you just got to, just kind of let it happen and fold your arms and just wait out the day and let tomorrow come and see what happens. So that's all there is to it. There you go. By the way, spreads, I like the poor man covered call strategy really because it's a spread. I think it's called a diagonal spread, vertical spread. I like that spread because you are long a deep in the money call and you're short-term calls, like you're a shareholder on a discount. I really like this. I like the idea that if the shares have a good run, you have a good run as well, because your deep in the money calls rise with the price of the stock. That's what I really like about this. The other thing I really like about deep in the money call option writing is that you could buy, in the case of GameStop, you can buy 100 shares for $2,140. Or you could buy a deep in the money call, a $10 deep in the money call for about $1,200. So for $900 less, almost half price, not quite, but close to half price, you can control a call option. You can write a call option for almost half the price that it would cost you to buy the stock. I do like that aspect of it. In the case of HPQ, in the case of Pfizer, Cisco, you could buy calls that are $8 away from the strike price, and that might be deep enough to buy covered calls at, which means that you might only be paying $900 to $1,000 for a call option, and now you're writing on them. That appeals to me as well. That definitely appeals to me, especially for those of you who are eager to quit your day job and become self-employed. You need to be able to write a certain number of calls before you're going to be comfortable enough to say, I know I can haul in X amount of money when I write these numbers of calls. All I have to do is score a $1 profit on them or 50 cents or 80 cents or $1.50. If I score a small profit on these calls, I have more than covered my entire month's expenses, if not 2 months of my expenses. And this is where it gets very good on the leverage side for option call writers who do poor man covered calls. You can quickly get to the promised land of how many calls you need to write without as much money on the line. And it'll speed up the process of you being able to quit your day job. It really works well. All right. What's going on here? Maria Powell is saying, I got more 2025 $13 strikes and sold April 20s and got 35% of my money back right on the premium right there, just writing those things. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. And the other thing that's interesting is for every 3 calls you write, when you can haul in 35% of the money, for every 3 you write, you can buy another deep in the money call and write another contract. Because 35% of your money on a $10 cost basis, you're bringing in $350. 3 times $350 is $1,150. That pays for another $10,000 call. You can write another one. And so, yeah, this adds up to real good leverage. Those of you who have 30 calls and you write them for $350 a piece, you're hauling in $11,500, allowing you to buy almost 10 more deep in the money calls, to write 10 more calls, to bring in another bunch of cash. Yeah, this is the way to go. This is absolutely the way to go. And you're compounding your returns and compounding how many deep in the money calls you end up with. You go from 30 to 35 very quickly, 35 to 42 very quickly, 42 to 50 very quickly. It's all good stuff. Sell my house fast, Upper Marlboro, number 113, Bruce on the thumbs up meter. Credit Savage, those $10 deep in the money GameStop, January 25, Uncle Bruce is talking about. I got me 8 of those between $8.51 and $8.91. And the beauty part is I bought some of these with my covered call money from SoFi and RBLX. These are the covered calls I sold out of the money. Bruce bought back my SoFi. Yay. Hector, member for 18 months. Cheers to you, Bruce. I've been a member of yours. Swiss Buddha is a new member of the channel. Thank you, Swiss Buddha, for coming through here. BW, best show on the internet and a diamond in the rough discovery. Thanks to Antigen and Antigen Jr. for allowing this life-changing channel to run. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Thank you for your very kind fees, all of you. JR, well worth the membership fee. Been a member for 5 months. Thank you, JR, for your kind words. It's all very appreciated, all of you, including from Marcus earlier today. Thank you, guys. And again, thanks to Swiss Butter for coming back in as a member. I have a feeling Swiss Butter has rejoined us. I'm glad you're here. Other news you need to know, stink bids save lives, ladies and gentlemen. Swiss Butter just wanted to say hello again. Larry Titus, hi, y'all. I'm number 114 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. You're way over 100. Swiss Butter, 112, by the way. I already gave you a thumbs up. Coyote, the Credit Savage. One morning at Open, I got one of those January 25 10s for $8.05. That blew my mind. I couldn't believe I got them that cheap. Stink bids save lives. Indeed, stink bids can really make you money. When you buy something on a stink bid, that means you're putting in such a low price, you can't believe you're getting hit. It's incredible. Stink offers exactly the same thing. You're trying to write a contract. You want to get top dollar for it. It's the market is $6 to $6.75. I'll put an offer in at $6.70. Be the cheapest seller by a nickel, and that's a stink offer. Don't take $6 for a fill. Ask $6.70. You're the cheapest seller. See if they come to you. You'll be surprised. Sometimes they do. How about that? Very good stuff, everybody. This is cool beans. Zeta State is smiling. Way to go, everybody. We're up 58 points on the Dow. GameStop is down 12 cents. We got Tesla down 41 cents. We have SoFi down 11 and Apple up 97. We are down to 11 minutes left in our session today. Mixed bag. We're down 10 points on the S&P. We're down 58 on NASDAQ with a gain of 55 on the Dow Jones market. Oil down 146. $80.16 is where we're at on the oil market. So not going anywhere today in a hurry from what I can see here. Fantastic, everyone. Thank you, Swiss Butter, for becoming the latest member of this channel. We love the new members coming in. It's absolutely fantastic. All of you, welcome to the party. Of course, Swiss Butter can now use knee emojis, and that is a powerful weapon in the hands of Swiss Butter that many of you don't have if you're not a member. So another reason to become a member of this channel, to get hold of those very, very important knee emojis from the Knights of Knee. Get the stock doing what you want it to do. The Knights of Knee will not be ignored. There you go. Credit Savage, I saw that. I was like, who was the lucky fool that bought that? It triggered at 8:51 for me. J-Boy, hello all. Welcome, Swiss Butter. Welcome, Swiss Butter, to the family of members. Zed Estate is using those knee emojis right now to his advantage, making the stocks do what he wants them to do. We're up 79 on the Dow at the moment, down 7 on S&P, down 43 on NASDAQ. We have 9 minutes left in our session. JR also knows the power of knee emojis and is using them right now to make markets work out for him too. You gotta love that, kids. We're down 9-10 cents on GameStop, up 87 on the Dow, down 15 on Tesla, only 15 cents, down 10 cents on SoFi, 5.77. Larry Titus, I too can use knee emojis and make them work for me as well. Christina, good afternoon, Bagel Gang. I bought a June 2025 Tesla call today, $60 a strike, and I paid $99.05 for it. I paid just about 10 grand for this thing. So you bought a $60 strike, and Tesla is $143. So that's an $83 strike book value, and you paid $99 for it. So a little bit of a premium on there, but did it anyway. Oh boy. Little buy wave going on. Zzz, says JR. Spicy, I'm throwing those knee emojis around. Swiss Butter, I'm throwing my knee emojis around too. The new member, Christina, I also had lumbar back surgery, and I'm home recovering. Right on. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, I was resisting the deep in the money covered calls until I saw the class because I bought it, but because of kids and life was not able to. In December, I saw it and I bought my first deep in the money GameStop. January 3, I'm up to 12 deep in the money poor man cover calls now. So you're now writing 12 at a time. Right on. The leverage is working for you. That's like 1,200 shares of leverage. Beach Boy hitting the knee emojis. Swiss Butter, bring me a shrubbery. That is correct. BW, Christina, geez, get to writing right now. Greta Savage, the poor man cover calls pay for themselves, says Greta Savage. JR, Christina, oh man, that don't sound too good. Maybe we can get you some shrubbery here, make something good happen for you. We're up 101 on the Dow. We're climbing again. We're only down 492 on the S&P. We're climbing there. We're down 37 on NASDAQ. It looks like the markets are improving just a little bit here across the board as we come into the final 7 minutes, okay? 21.42 on GameStop, down 24 cents. ATIP 0.4 of a penny lower. Tesla down 14. SoFi down 9. Apple up 123 a share today. Bring me shrubbery. Christina, geez, get to writing. Credit Savage, the poor man cover calls pay for themselves. Christina, oh man, don't get that. Don't sound too good. Maybe we can get you some shrubbery. Christina, sorry, 9,810 is what I paid. Don't worry, I'm on the good stuff. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Alrighty, up 101 on the Dow, down 5.8 on S&P, down 41 on NASDAQ. All right. 6 minutes to go. Final 6 minutes on our day, everybody. BW from Rocket Lab. Our vertical checks are complete. Stage 1 Care C fill flow has started, and final S-band checks are underway at Launch Complex 2. We're on track for launch between 6 and 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Now hold $5 a share. Holding at $5 a share on the Rocket Lab stock. It's 495.5. It's right up there. Hopefully this will be a successful launch, a good mission. Go from there. I know Rocket Lab is drowning in launch orders for satellite launches. They are drowning in them. And so they're trying to keep up with all the business that they're acquiring right now. Christina, here's a $1.99 donation for you, Mr. B. Thank you for all you do, Uncle Bruce. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for these cash, notifications. Appreciate it. And PayPal donations, we appreciate those too. We're holding now on the Dow with a 115 gain, a slight improvement in the last 5 minutes. The S&P is only down 2.5 points. It's coming back a little bit more. It might break even. And NASDAQ down 31. It's also improving right now as we're slowly coming into the final 4 or 5 minutes of trading, and we're done for the day. There you have it, kids. This is it. We're coming into the final stretch of our trading day. A 121 gain on the Dow. Little power move there. Could be a computer buy program kicking in right now. Who knows? We'll watch it all, folks. We'll keep an eye on this market. Okay, everybody. Beach Boy, Christina, get well soon. Sending you some shrubbery. There you go. Neat. Right on, Christina. Thank you for that super chat today. 131-point gain on the Dow Jones. Christina, what calls are we writing on Tesla, Wing Commander, Microsoft earnings after the bell? We're up down 16 on the Dow Jones, 131 gain on the Dow Jones now. That's a good little pop again here. Down 1.6 on S&P. That's all. Just 1.6 points negative on S&P with 4 minutes to go. 28-point drop on NASDAQ in the last 4 minutes. Okay, there you go. Thanks all for a relaxed show. Good night from Splair. Christina, clearly I missed the shrubbery. I feel like I fell in some, though. There you go. There you have it. And let's see what else is coming through. Financial Mischief says, I went quite aggressive on HPQ again today. I did another roll. I rolled down to an August 23rd, 20. I sold 2 of them at 884, brought in another 127 a contract net. I chose the 20s because that and the 21s and a half. That's the ones I've chosen. Okay. JR, Christina, did they install any metal shrubbery in your back? What are they installing back there? And Financial Mischief had me at the same exercise price, 28.84. Okay. 3 minutes left in our session, and we're done for the day. Apple 142.65 up 145 today, down 21 on HPQ. SoFi down 9. Tesla is down 18. ATIP down 1/10 of a penny. GameStop 21.47 down 19 cents with the Dow up 111 points. Coming in for the final few minutes of trading. 2 minutes to go, and we're just about done for the day. Let's see, Christina. No, they went in and drilled holes and shaved off a bulging disc. Uncle Bruce, what should we write on Tesla? What do you think we should write on Tesla? Well, earnings tomorrow. So, if you're going to write now, you want to write out of the money calls, 150, 55s, maybe 160s. Can you get a good premium is the question. Otherwise, wait till tomorrow. Hopefully the stock will run up a little bit and have a bit of a pop during the day, and you can write 160s, 65s. If the earnings come out tomorrow night that they're positive, then the shares might open on Monday quite a bit higher, which will allow you to write calls, higher priced calls. So let's see what goes on. I tell you, I am so tired. I'm hanging on like by a thread here. It's unbelievable. Christina, 119 thumbs ups. Thank you. All about Microsoft this afternoon. It seems, JR, if any here interested in Roaring Kitty stocks, Deep Value posted screenshots of his stocks on Discord. Deep Value, Microsoft's investing billions into OpenAI. Christina, okay, I'll wait. It's 450 for the 155s right now. JR, I can't make the heads or tails of what he says. Maybe Uncle Bruce can give him some lessons in plain English. Hector, shaved off the bulging disc is an option trading lingo. A 127 gain on the Dow, a 173 loss on S&P, 1.73 points. We got a minute left. We're down 28 on NASDAQ. So that's where we're at here. That's what we're watching the last few moments of our day. Larry getting ready to hit the bells for us to cut the day off. We're down 23 on GameStop, and we're up 19 on Tesla with a late push-up. Amy, Uncle Bruce needs a nap. He does. Christina, he hedged my ability to rub again. Larry Titus, thank you for the bells. I can go to bed now and get some sleep. I didn't get any sleep between shows. We had to take our Jennifer Jr. to the airport and get her off, and they're on their way home. And now the house is really quiet, and Jen and I will get some sleep. Beach Boy, Christina, did they leave the thing on? JR, dare be the bells. Zed, Uncle Bruce, I rolled my Tesla to December 15 with a strike of 130. I collected $40.84. Bought back the original the 120 Tesla that I wrote for $28.25. What are your thoughts? That's a nice $12.60 improvement, $1,200 improvement in your account, cash, and I like that. You've written a 130 call, which is still in the money, but if you got taken out, you would have been paid out total of 170.84. I like that. Let's see what happens tomorrow and or on Thursday, because tomorrow is the release of earnings tomorrow night for Tesla. Look, you can't trade options tomorrow night. You'll be trading options on Thursday. Now, if Tesla reacts negatively to the earnings report on tomorrow night, then the shares might back off to 115, and you're going to have $15 out of the money calls. They're going to drop into the high 20s, mid 20s. You're going to score a nice little return. You'll buy them back, and you will then write closer in time contracts that might be closer into price as well. You might end up writing 130s again, perhaps April, May's, or June's. We'll see what that's about. If shares go higher tomorrow night and Thursday because of the earnings were a pleasant surprise, shares want to go to 150, 55. You don't care. You'll look at these calls. You might buy them back, and you'll then write higher strike calls further out yet again, if you must. You've written to December. You can certainly write beyond this. So let's see what happens. Mirko, Christina, Tesla 150 till December will get you 3150, but I know you're not into a longer call. Splair, same here. I already need more sleep as well. Beach Boy, bada bing, bada bells. Larry, Splair, sleep well, y'all. Christina, Beach Boy, they turned it off for a bit, and then I woke up and I grabbed my phone and checked the market. I'm not addicted. Y'all are. You all are. Larry, I'm a bit sleep deprived myself. I'm only 1 hour away from my normal time zone, but it still messes with you. Beach Boy, Christina, we can all quit anytime. Sure. Sure we can. I got already Microsoft up after hours. Miraculous. 126 story. I'm done. Christina, Larry, when I moved to Hawaii, it messed me up. Football there starts at like 7 a.m. laughing out loud. There you have it, Larry. Thank you for these bells. Everybody, we're 2 minutes past the close. JR, wow, Microsoft shooting the moon right now. Well, let's take a look at Microsoft. Closed at 242.04. It's now 252.55. There you go. Marcus, it's popping up to 252. Nick, Microsoft out. Double miss. It's a double miss on results. That'll be interesting to see how it reacts. Give it a few more minutes. Let's take a look. MSFT Microsoft showing now at 251.90. Let's see what the market handles there. Interesting stuff. The Dow ended up with a 104-point gain. And we had a 291 loss on the S&P. NASDAQ down 30. And we've got a 252.10 last trade, 252.51. We're seeing Coyote says Microsoft's second quarter revenue to $52.7 billion, estimated $52.9 billion. BW Bruce, the reports are now saying over 200 stocks this morning were halted on the New York Stock Exchange from Walmart and other blue chips down. Something seems really odd. This can happen occasionally. These are computer now systems, so whatever. Zed, Nick Dumouriez, what does a double miss mean? Well, they may have missed on their gross earnings and missed on their net profits. They may have underperformed what the analysts called for. So that could be it. But the stock is up 11.55. It doesn't seem to be bothering the market. It could be that the stock missed earnings, but not by enough to scare the market off. And they sense they're coming the other direction now with all the layoffs they've done and cost cutting. Maybe the thinking on the street is buy it here. I don't know, 252.41. It's early to say. We're only 4 minutes into the aftermarket. I don't know. We'll find out when the analysts go through this with a fine-tooth comb. We'll hear all kinds of updates about it tonight and tomorrow. And then we'll see how the market reacts with it all, and we'll kind of take it from there. No big deal. Deuce Caboose kind of makes sense. Microsoft misses, the stock goes up. SoFi hits like a sledgehammer, and it drops. Nick, earnings per share 220 versus 229 estimate. Missed the earnings estimate by 9 cents from analysts. 250, 282 up 1078 right now on Microsoft. Okay. Deuce, yep, it's crazy, says Beach Boy. Absolutely crazy is what we have here. Well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Those of you who've written options on Microsoft, let the stock tell you what to do tomorrow when we open for trading. And we'll see if we're still up here or not. And we'll see if more interpretation comes into these earnings. And we'll see how the market deals with it. All right, everybody? Thank you, everybody. Coyote, I love SoFi, but there's no comparing them to the behemoth that is Microsoft. I hear you there. That's true. That is true. All right. Folks, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to say thank you all for joining me today and being with me. Thank you to those of you who've reached out to take some classes today. Those of you who are looking to do one-on-ones this Sunday, thank you for letting me know. We'll schedule you in here. Join me tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I'll be on at 8 o'clock in the morning, then 8:30 in the morning, then 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then tomorrow night, prime time with Uncle Bruce, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Don't miss it. For Gold Bagel members, we'll be on tomorrow night yet again, and we'll cover all of these situations over here. So much going on. Thank you all for being with us today. I appreciate it. And let's get fun tomorrow and try to make some more money on this market. Okay. Christina says, bye, Uncle B. Ann Anderson, thank you, Bruce. Beach Boy, good night, Christina. BW, Deuce Caboose, because they aren't profitable as of yet. They will be. Oh, they will be. Curtis Savage, thank you for everything, Uncle Bruce. Wishing all you simpletons a good night. Larry, have a good night, folks. I'm heading to something called Buc-ee's. Oh, right on, pal. JR, $232 per share earnings as compared to $229 expected. That makes a big stock move. What can I say? The market is the market. Microsoft right now is $250, $364, up $11.60. There you have it. Thank you all. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow morning. First thing, let's get richer tomorrow. Bye from Palm Desert. We'll see you later.